Hi there, welcome to our cooking class. Today we are going to be making burgers and we're going to be doing big juicy beef burgers. We're going to be doing stuffed burgers. Now, if you're not a big fan of beef, you can use pork, you can use chicken, you can use turkey, you can use a combination of, but in today's cooking class, I'm going to use extra lean ground beef. We're gonna take our 4-cup prep bowl and we're gonna mix a few ingredients together. So we've got 1 egg. Now, a couple things you can do with your egg is you could literally just put a lid on it, make sure it's on really good, and give it a good shake. That makes you a little nervous? Use our little mini whisk. Yes, love this little one, but hey, if you're short for space and you are good at improvising and you're comfortable with making sure that the lid doesn't fly off, which it doesn't, but I guess the weight of what you have in there could, then you can just shake it up. So I'm going to put in an egg in there. I am going to add a tablespoon of our burger seasoning. So this is our 4-in-1 spoon, of course, tablespoon, teaspoon, flip it over. We've got a 1/2 and a 1/4. And inside here, just so you know, are basically spices, onion, garlic, red bell pepper, sea salt, herbs, black pepper, everything you need to make this burger so special. Now, this is a seasonal item, so you're going to want to make sure that you purchase enough to last you the whole year, because we know we don't just make burgers in the summer. In fact, they say that there are enough burgers made in the United States that you could wrap the earth 32 times. That is so crazy. Do we love our burgers? Yes, we love our burgers. You can use breadcrumbs, but I know a lot of my customers are gluten intolerant, so let me introduce you to our crispy and crunchy coating. This is made with rice, tapioca starch, cornstarch, potato starch, and some seasoning. So we're just going to grab our scissors, and I've got our 1 cup prep bowl. We're gonna add about a 1/2 a cup. These are our scissors, by the way. Love them, right? Great scissors. And we're gonna put a 1/2 a cup in here. We don't wanna have much more, but I believe this is probably gonna be the whole package. I was right, there you go. Crispy, crunchy coating. So this is our filler, our binder for our burgers, okay? So we're just gonna dump that in as well. And now all we need to do is add about 2 tablespoons of ketchup, and we're just going to stir this up, making sure it's well mixed, and we're gonna add it to our beef, pork, turkey, chicken, combination of. Perfect. Okay, so we've got that nicely mixed up. Simply add our burger, beef or meat in there, and we're just gonna give it a good mix with our hands. 2 tablespoons of ketchup. Now, if you would prefer to have a little bit more flavor, you could certainly use barbecue sauce, but make sure we've got this nicely ground and mixed up really well. And then we'll move into showing you an amazing product that we have, which is our 3-in-1 burger press. You can see we've got all our seasoning incorporated in our beef. It is now time for me to introduce you to our 3-in-1 burger press. Fabulous product. And let me explain how it becomes a 3-in-1. I'm sure you're familiar with mini sliders. Yes, this has a removable base. We're actually going to use it today for cream cheese, flavored of course. We've got our regular press, right? So it's got a removable base as well. And when you twist this off, it will create an indent so you can have your stuffed burgers. So let's just show you how easy this is to do. So you're basically going to take a ball of your meat. We're doing a plain burger right now, depending on how much or how big you want them. And we're literally just going to press this down nicely. So it fits in there. Now watch this. Pop it out. Put it on your tray-lined baking sheet. And now you can throw this in the freezer, let it set up a bit, and then you can put it in a freezer bag and store it. We have our basic burger here. Now let me show you how to do the stuffed burger. Now, I would recommend that you take a little bit of oil, just regular vegetable oil. You might want to use a basting brush. I love the fact that this is so easy to clean, but we just want to create a little bit of option for our product to not stick. Oh, and I should have shown you that. Now, when I did the full burger, I had this part on. You just twist this, pop it out, and now you're gonna see, rather than pushing it flat, we're gonna actually be creating an indent. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit of oil. I find this is really important for doing these stuffed burgers because we've got more of a surface area that is going to want to stick. We will take our burger mixture, and you're gonna have about 1/4 cup is my guesstimation. And we're just gonna simply pop that in there, center it, take our top piece, and we'll give it a bit of a push. I like twisting it a bit. We've got our indented hamburger. Now we need to fill it. At this point, you could put in cheese, you could put in vegetables, you could even put in a different type of meat. And in today's case, because I made that flavored cream cheese, I'm going to add cream cheese to the inside. Now, here's a little tip. Remember I said it was a 3-in-1? I've got cellophane that I've just set in there. I'm gonna use my spatula, and I'm gonna put roughly about a tablespoon in here, just to give it that shape. And then you can actually pop this out, set it on here, and freeze these little pucks so you've got them in the future. So definitely do the whole cube, but this is just a great way to show you how this is done. You just simply pop it out, set it on your freezer tray, and freeze this as well for future reference so you can speed up things. Now, I certainly don't need to freeze it. We're gonna be cooking this. The barbecue is heating up right now. I'm gonna add roughly about a tablespoon, and I'm going to drop it right in. I'm gonna flatten it out just a little bit because I wanna make sure it's encased. And I'm gonna show you how to use the 3-in-1 burger press. Now remember, I had taken this apart so that I can make the indent, but now we need to put the top on and seal the cheese together. So you're just gonna get a small little patty. You're gonna wanna make enough that it's going to be able to literally cover it. So I like making sure that it's sort of shaped how I want it, because I certainly don't want to displace my cheese. And I'm going to simply set it on top, just like this, grab my plunger or whatever you want to call this, and I'm just going to give it a nice little squish. Okay, so now my burger is sealed with the cheese inside. At this point, you can flip this out and freeze this as well. So there's your two different options. We've got your regular standard burger, we've got your stuffed burger, and then you can make these little cheese cubes for future times. Stay tuned, I will be right back. Ready for some fun food facts while our barbecue's cooking up? I'm gonna tell you a story about a stuffed burger called the Juicy Lucy. Okay, this story is really quite funny. It's about two bars that have been competing with each other and actually having this long-term rivalry to their benefit since the 50s. Okay, so here's the story. There's a bar called Matt's Bar. The owner, or the former owner, was Matt Bristow, and apparently he had created a stuffed burger. He served the burger, he put it on the menu, he called it the Juicy Lucy, and he has the claim to fame. Or does he? Because there's another story out there that actually a patron came into the restaurant, tasted the burger and said, ooh, that's a Juicy Lucy, and hence the Juicy Lucy stuffed burger. Hang on, there's a third option. I'm going to let you decide which one you want. The other one is about a speakeasy that goes back to Prohibition in the 1920s. It was the 5 to 8 Club. And there's no real story about how it got created, but it does go back before Matt's Bar was started. Now, the kicker here is whether you're at Matt's Bar or the 5 to 8 Club, juicy is spelt differently. That's the difference. Well, I'm sure there's a taste flavor difference as well. But these two places decided to use this opportunity to get a claim to fame. It's been featured on Time magazine in 2008. It's been featured in Man vs. Food. It's even been talked about on Food Wars. So Matt, apparently in his haste to create his menu, forgot to add the I in juicy. Okay, you have to remember that. So the spelling is actually incorrect. Now, the 5 and 8 Club, who wants to have, the hello, actually created t-shirts that said, if it's spelt correctly, it's done right. In other words, woohoo, we are the 5 to 8 Club and we have the official Juicy Lucy. Matt was not going to take this. He actually created ads, not t-shirts. And he says, if it's spelt correctly, you're eating from a shameless ripoff. I mean, this long-going rivalry has been going on for a very long time. So I'm going to let you decide, which one do you want to be called the official Juicy Lucy? I'll give you one more food fact, and then I'm going to go grab our burgers. The biggest burger ever created goes back to 1982. Are you ready for this? 3,591 pounds, and it served 10,000 people. Well, I just want to let you know, I am not making that big of a burger, but I am going to make a burger that many people are going to love. So let me go out to the barbecue and check my burgers out. Our burgers are cooked. This is what your results will be. My goodness. Cut. Look at how good that is. Hang on. Let's take a look at our stuffed burger. Oh my goodness, it's oozing. So whether you want to have a burger and put a slice of processed cheese on top or have a stuffed burger, it's really up to you. The feature that I really want to promote, of course, is our 3-in-1 burger press. Of course, our amazing seasonings. And remember, if you have to put in a filler and you are looking for a gluten-free alternative, you may want to consider our crispy and crunchy coating. Thanks for watching today's cooking class. I'm just going to taste these little bad boys and make sure that it's perfect for you guys to entertain your family and friends over the summer. Take care, and thanks for popping into my cooking class today. Bye for now.